Last time, on the 100-line Last Defense Academy. After our victory, the second Last Defense Academy, we return back to base, but are assaulted by audio that distorts our minds into seeing bizarre hallucinations. We almost succumb to this false mirage when the flaming figure appears in our classroom and singes our ears, allowing us to escape the enemy commander's brainwashing, proving to Takumi that he's in fact not our enemy. But our allies are not so lucky, so it's up to Gaku's DJ talents to drown out the enemy's music so we can strike back. After defeating the commander, our victory is short-lived as the Supreme Commander arrives and makes us look like chumps. But she doesn't finish us off. Instead, she leaves, saying something in her alien tongue, and Ema will translate it for us back in the war room.
Aha!
Before we get into our adventure at the other academy, there's something we need to report to you.
Yeah.
On our way to the second to last defense academy, we found a blackened mummified corpse. A mummy?
Faced with a shocked audience, Ema continued his matter-of-fact explanation. The blackened mummy found in the city ruins, based on the glasses beside it, the scraps of clothing. I could tell who it was. Hiroko Shizihara. The girl who just appeared. One day. We didn't know what her corpse was doing laying out in the place like that, but there's no doubt it was her. Having heard this, everyone's mouths went agape. Their faces turned pale.
No way. Hiroko? Why?
Huh?
I can't believe it. She was so strong. Who could have possibly taken her down?
It's probably that supreme a-hole. Can't think of anyone else strong enough to kill someone like that.
But why did she run off by herself and get killed in the first place? How beyond brain dead do you need to be to do that?
Kurara, please be nice, even though I definitely was not. Don't speak ill of the dead.
Are we sure she did run off? Think about it. When Hiroko vanished, we still had 2 fire extinguishers.
Yeah, that's true.
Mistress Hiroko would never run away, and she never got snuffed out by some jabroni invader. I want to see her mummified corpse so bad. I want to know how tragic beauty like that
Looks in death? Sorry. We don't have any gas in the car. They're saying, oh my god, she's still going.
Does anyone want to go on a corpse viewing field trip with me?
That's gross. Stick to your fantasies.
If Yugamu's like,
You're being yucky.
like, what the? Bro!
Back on topic. It's hard to believe anyone could fight Hiroko. But if you say you saw her body, it must be true.
Yeah. As much as it pains me to say, there's no mistaking it. Ema? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. It's nothing. Allow me to continue the story. Next up is the chapter you've all been waiting for. Namely, what did he hesitate there? What happened to the second last defense academy? It was last episode. Did you watch the recap at the start? Yeah. Well, if not, here we go. Something even more shocking has happened at the second to last defense academy.
Yeah, we gotta tell everybody what the frick happened. There's a time traveling goober and he was a total plebe. Kicked his butt, okay? Nigo mentioned something about Project Exodus for self-destructing. Yeah. I think I got it.
Exodus Project?
So that thing in the sky is actually an artificial satellite?
And everyone from the Tokyo residential complex has already been evacuated there.
I'm not following it at all. Someone explain to me like I'm 5.
I'm not great with sci-fi either, I will admit. Historical dramas are another story, however. You seem to have your time periods all mixed up. What are you talking about? This woman is
So funny.
an artificial satellite. We've been staring at it from the school roof all this time. But they never thought about it because they never seen the sky. That's brilliant! So it wasn't the moon after all. I did think it was odd the surface was so mechanical compared to what we read about. Humanity really made something that gigantic just to evacuate everyone? Maybe they modified the moon? It's not like they had access to another celestial body close enough to be out that it's moving closer and closer. The moon doesn't do that. It's stuck in orbit.
In case you didn't know, viewer.
Either way, the scale of this is completely off the charts. There are no other humans left on Earth. It's just us and the invaders.
What a bunch of spineless cowards! No guts to fight them with us, huh?
Yeah, Takamura's got a point. Why does it need to be just... How many are there of us? 15, 16? Something about the number 16. Huh? Yeah, what was the number supposed to remember again? 78? Forget. Oh. The only ones who could stand against the invaders are those with True. Normal weapons are basically pointless. We just have to fight in the place of everyone, taking shelter up there. Everyone from the complex is waiting for us on the artificial satellite, waiting for us to win the war. If we can protect the school and save humanity from world death, then Kyle will be able to live in peace again. But we need to put our lives on the line to achieve that. We can't win without making sacrifices along the line.
Huh?
Yeah, we already lost too.
Oh, nothing. Sorry, I was just feeling conflicted with all the sudden developments.
I'm panicking too. It's all gibberish to me. Anyway, that's all we learned at second to last Defense Academy. Now that we're done effing wheel spinning, that does it for my report. But the real juicy stuff starts from here. I need to tell you what the Supreme Commander said earlier. Oh yeah, choose your conclusion. Ima, I'm not calling you a liar, but I'm not calling you a truther. That was a lot of syllables to say just 3 words. How will the invaders win any war if it takes that long for them to communicate? Bunch of bull crap. Ima, tell us, what did the Supreme Commander say? Yeah. Just like I said before, it's planning to launch an all-out attack on the school. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen, with all the invader forces fully mobilized. Like nothing we've seen before. Yeah. It seems like they couldn't fully breach us before because of a wall of flame. They successfully mass-produced weapons that can nullify the fire. They're going to advance on us with a massive number of troops. Oh. Yeah. The Supreme Commander asserted this school would be annihilated in that all attack. However, it also said it wanted to make a proposal before that happens. Oh. Okay. If we quietly hand over whatever inside the defense room, the commander will spare our lives. Apparently. Oh, so Emo was just summarizing. So it's asking us to surrender? Surrender? That's right. We fight and die, or live and escape. Choose your conclusion. Oh. Wait, a branching path? That's obviously a trap. Why is it giving us a choice to escape? This is what the Supreme Commander said. Its goal isn't to kill us. It just wants what's in the defense room. It wants to put an end to this fruitless war. It said that killing each other like this is so foolish. I agree. Every war is a result of a lack of, intelligence, right? And just hubris, all that.
Fruitless war? It really said that? That thing's more sensible than I would have guessed, actually.
Screw that! You're just so gullible!
It also said something else. But I forgot. Oh, no, I remember. If we gave up what's inside the defense room and leave this planet, the invaders will prepare a way for us to leave. So go back to the artificial satellite where all our friends and family are.
Wait a minute. If they know the humans are up there, why have they not attacked? That's weird.
They'll even prepare a way for us to get out of here?
Gotta take them for their word for it. I don't know.
We can't run away. Earth is our home.
That's right. Deserting under enemy fire will be disgrace as both a warrior and a woman. I will not surrender. What?
I still have more to tell you. It said something very curious at the end.
You do tell.
If we continue to fight, even if we successfully defend the school, we'll all die in the end.
How can it know that?
We'll die in the end? Why? How?
Yeah. It seems to have something to do with whatever's in the defense room.
Do the invaders know what's in there?
According to the Supreme Commander, the thing we're protecting here at the school is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything.
Destroy everything. despair.
That's ludicrous. What a dumb premise for a game. That thing in there surely is something to save humanity from world death, right?
I don't quite understand it myself. I'm just telling you what it said.
We don't need to concern ourselves with the invaders' lies.
Right. And no more we're believing any of those a-holes. Got a screw over by the dirty tricks before.
But the Supreme Commander wasn't really attacking the battle. It was just going pew, pew, teleporting around, and it seemed like it really wanted to avoid fighting us.
Yeah, that is weird. If it's so sure it can completely obliterate us.
Maybe some of the other side are hoping for peace? I don't know. Enough foolishness. Those monsters don't have feelings like we do.
I don't know about that, sister.
Shoma?
Sorry, a roach pig
That's not a thing.
like me shouldn't butt in, but I was just thinking out loud.
It wasn't possible before, but now we can communicate with the invaders. We might be able to have a proper discussion. I'm sure that's all the prisoner wanted. I don't believe that for a second. Everyone, you can't let the invaders sway you. They're just trying to deceive us.
True. But are they the only ones doing the deceiving? Ato? What do you mean by that? Ato. What's going on? I'm scared.
Nothing. I'll start with my conjecture.
You're suspicious, aren't you? Who? Who the dump?
I'm really sorry. I failed to read the room and overstepped.
Well, anywho, we don't need to draw any conclusions just yet. The Supreme Commander said it would be back later after it did some grocery shopping, so we'll just have to decide before then.
How long are those groceries going to take?
In 7 days. They have a lot of mouths to feed, apparently. After that, it'll come by to hear us out.
It's coming here again?
And all by itself, too? Oh. Kyoshika, what day will it be 7 days from now?
Today is day 82. No. Carry the 1, then... Today's 87. It'll be back on day 94. The Supreme Commander will bring us some means of getting to the artificial satellite. And maybe, if we're lucky, some goodies for the ride. It's said that would be our last chance for a peaceful resolution. If we refuse, as planned, they'll launch their overwhelming assault, destroying the school and us with it.
And we fight and die, or flee and live. They just have a week to decide? Our answer is clear. We're the hope of all mankind. Right? We're fighting on behalf of humanity. We can't run away.
That's right, we can't run.
Well, let's decide formally after we had some time to mull it over. Still have time until day 94.
Ato, what's happening? Does he not trust Nozomi? What the dump? After that, everyone held their tongues, not one of us making an effort to speak. Guys, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, but getting some Persona vibes from this. Ooh. We were obviously confused. We decided to talk about what to do after each of us had time to gather our thoughts. For the time being, we parted ways. Dude, what are we actually guarding? If not, you know, a terraforming device that will just maybe destroy the whole world but rebuild it. Back in my room, I lay in my bed and ruminated what I just heard. Even if we successfully defend the school, we still die in the end. Because the thing inside the defense room is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything.
You gotta be kidding me.
That just can't be true. I'm really gonna die? It's a lie. It's a trap. What if we're listening to an invader anyway? I repeated this inside of my head, but the Supreme Commander's claims continue to linger in the back of my mind. Can we never return to Katawa? I kept going over those same points again and again inside my head. And as I continued to rack my brain, I fell into a deep sleep that is just That can't be true. There's got to be some solution. Maybe not in this lifetime, but we do something different. We, absorb different invaders.
Prepare to be ready to get.
Maybe it was the exhaustion from all the fighting. Maybe it was because of everything I heard the day before. But that day I felt less than great from the second I woke up. Some of the others weren't feeling much better. According to Ima, who was going around checking on everyone, we were all in pretty deep in recovery mode. After noon had passed, we got together. In our favorite spot. Hey. Inside the cafeteria, everyone was gloomy. Well, except someone.
Come on, everybody! What's with the long faces? I had so much on my mind, I couldn't get any sleep.
Seems. I'm a chronic insomniac, so I'm actually having more fun than ever.
That's not how that would work! You shouldn't worry about anything the enemy says. That's just what they want.
Trap or not, it's the kind of thing that disturbs your soul to hear. The idea that we'll die in the end, I mean.
Not to mention the all-out attack that's coming.
Attack like nothing we've ever seen before. Isn't there any way for us to win?
Nope, none at all. We're totally doomed. Doom, 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 doom. I'm a doom, song. Doom, 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 doom.
Enough pissing and moaning! Just gotta do what we gotta do. That's right. We'll find a way, right, Takumi? We're not going to question orders. Right, Takumi?
Yeah, we have to.
What are those peasants on the satellite doing while all of this is going on? Do you think they send us some reinforcements or something?
There's nothing they can do. You need Himo and Anima to fight, right? But the fate of all humanity hinges on this battle. I wish they'd send us some support. Some meat shields couldn't hurt. Couldn't they at least reach out? If I could talk to my family, I feel like I could keep going. And I want a proper explanation on what's going on here.
That pretty much spells it out why we weren't given any information. If we knew what was in there and why we were defending it, it's a suicide mission, right? That's so dark. If they'd tell us what's inside the defense room, we wouldn't have to sweat what the invaders are saying. They'd probably just lie.
You think we're screwed too?
That's absolutely not true. We have everybody's trust and support.
Oh my god, enough already.
Unable to take it any longer, Kurara slammed the table. She sprung to her feet.
We're fighting for all those people on that artificial satellite, and they're not lifting a finger for us? How rude! They can't do anything! Not even offering us an explanation? Or a call for
She's spitting. She's spitting. Yeah, she should be mad.
If they really have left us to rot, then I say screw them and screw humanity.
Whoa! She turned heel! Easy, Kurara. It's going to be okay. If it's true, if we're humanity's hope, then this shouldn't be happening.
What do you mean? Eito, who had been silent the whole time, finally spoke with a downcast expression. Eito, what are you saying?
I've been wondering about this since yesterday. All of humanity fled to the satellite. Do they care about us anymore?
Ima said something earlier, didn't he?
It might just be the decoys that allow humanity to escape to the satellite. At this time, I was just letting my imagination take a depressing turn, but it's no longer a possibility we can deny. That can't be.
Damn it.
Now it's Gaku's turn to hit the table, letting out a scream toward the skies.
Hey! Say something to us! Anything! Can't you see us? We're fighting for you guys! If anybody's listening, we're seriously in bad shape here! Tell us, what are we supposed to do?
But his voice just echoed hollowly throughout the cafeteria.
Take it all. What the heck is going on?
The cafeteria is enveloped in silence.
One person after another left. Nothing was accomplished. We're just tilting into oblivion. How are we gonna fight like this? Was this the commander's idea? Their plan to kill our morale? It's completely possible. Even after the nighttime announcement, I just kept turning the same things over in my head. I couldn't stop thinking about what we discussed this morning. Or really the hope of mankind? Is the enemy speaking the truth? Despite knowing I never get an answer, I just kept thinking about it. I was lost in a spiral, the same thoughts whirling around and around. And so ended day 88. Nothing but despair either way. I mean, is there a chance there's a revive-o-matic on the satellite? That'd be the only thing keeping me going, bro. Guess I better go to the cafeteria. It's probably gonna be just as depressing again. Hey, man. Gakko's looking at the artificial satellite, screaming and yelling at the top of his lungs.
You guys are cowards. How dare you evacuate without us? At least give us a call or something. We're here fighting for you guys, and you won't even look at us. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, he has been fully convinced by the propaganda. Is it propaganda? I don't know.
What a complete buzzkill. There are fewer of us than usual. Huh? Is this everyone for today? Seems so. So rare for Mr. Outsuki to show up and consider how much he loves being around us. I bet he's agonizing over it all by himself. He's like that, you know.
The serious pessimistic type.
The total opposite of my outgoing party girl, the holy Jumanji sword. What? Your sword is a party girl? I had no idea.
Shouldn't we discuss this together? Not that a discussing dung beetle like myself should worry about living on. We have only 5 days.
There's nothing to discuss. Is there anyone mean falling into their trap? Like I said, we can't fall for their lies. I do agree, but at the same time, what is in that defense room? I know it sounds crazy, but if we did use the fire extinguishers, I very much understand the distrust everyone is feeling for the people on the satellite. We didn't come here to fight voluntarily, after all. It's absurd to force us to do any of this. And after hearing the people who made us do it already went and took shelter, it's quite disheartening.
I want to run away from this too. So much for my arc. Now I'm like, no, this sucks. Crud.
But if we back down now, everything we've done up till now will have been for nothing. We can't let that happen. Moko's death, Hiroko, and all the fighting, yeah, it would all have been pointless. But even then, like, you know, it's way too early on to be this introspective, but everything we've done would have been for nothing. I suppose for Nozomi, that includes everything her mom did too. That's why she's clinging on, that this isn't a suicide run.
It isn't too late to reopen the debate about whether we should fight or not. Didn't we have a similar conversation when we first got here?
Oh, that's right! This whole back and forth makes me feel like we've gone back to square one in the final hour. How? Cyclical. If only Sire and Miss Shizuhara were here, they'd force us to power through, I'm sure! If Moko were here, I bet she'd get everyone fired up. Man, yeah, having Moko, Hiroko, maybe we could turn the tides. I'm sure I felt gloomy ever since we had that conversation. Guess that's only natural. After finishing our breakfast. That's it? I guess we're not voting today. I don't think anyone's in the mood for free time. Fight or not to fight. It's exactly the same thing we were worried about at the beginning. Would have guessed we're racking our brains over it again. The all-out attack, Supreme Commander. His plan is certainly a threat, but the people in the artificial satellite would at least talk to us. We would keep the faith and fight on. So why? Why don't they contact us? I don't get it. Even once, even just proof that they exist and they're still up there and we're not fighting for nothing. People to believe that a happy ending was waiting for us on day 100. Hey, Karawa. You're up there too, right? Please, anything.
This isn't some kind of subtle harassment, is it?
I'm so sorry. I thought really screwed that up. Guess the morale wasn't bad enough. I thought I did.
Time again, huh? In the end, we didn't come any closer to conclusion today either. And as always, we didn't hear anything from the satellite. At this rate, please, someone tell me.
We keep protecting this school. Everything will be all right.
If it's not true, then we're gonna die in the end. Somebody tell me.
That's right, him!
Huh?
Oh, the fire guy! Oh my...
Whoa. That's right. If he is, you know, maybe he can tell me. If he knows anything, when's he gonna show up? I don't know when I can see him, or even where to find him.
If you're really on our side, then show yourself again and tell me, please! If you're in the neighborhood!
Tell me how we should get through our final days. Of course, nobody answered my whining pleas. Dang. Maybe he'll show up at the very end? With some...
We're actually 10 days left. You're kidding.
Up and Atom troops!
Oh.
Time to rise and shine!
So we all get one, not just Takumi. How cute.
Wowee! It's your 90th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! The time humanity has longed for is almost upon us! We're really in the home stretch now. It's been a long and arduous road. But since you've made it this far, I just know you're gonna be fine! In 10 days, you'll have your happy ending, and all of you will become the heroes who saved humanity! Well then, everyone work hard together and keep those spirits up!
Man. I just hate him. What a spit in the face.
Forget victory. We're still wondering if we should even keep fighting at all.
Guess I'll go to the cafeteria.
Have another pointless discussion. It's just gonna make everyone more mad. And dude, I'm kind of getting mad. After all this time, after all this even more people are gone.
Just the twins and Nozomi. Is nobody else coming? Seems so. Everyone's understandably conflicted.
And Nozomi's also not looking so hot. Oh my god.
What is everyone doing? The enemy's all out attack could come any second now.
They might need some time to organize their thoughts. They'll come around, right?
No matter how much time they spend thinking, we still only have one choice, right? We're the only ones who can protect Earth and humanity, so, you know, gotta do what we gotta do. I know, but I understand why everyone's feeling conflicted. Just like every other day, there's no word from the artificial satellite. I do think it would help firm up everyone's resolve if we had heard from them. But if we let the enemy's words mislead us and run from this fight, then everything we've been through will be for nothing. Moko's death, Hidoko's death, and the loss of my precious, sexy body. No, you're kind of... Anyway, that's all of it. Gone, everything. The death of Nozomi's mother. And her feelings, too. The enemy made that proposal precisely to throw us into confusion. By doubting ourselves, we're playing right into their hands. It's okay. I'm sure everyone knows that, but this is going to take some time to accept it. Just trust them. Hold on for a little longer. I feel like the others are avoiding me. Oh,
What makes you say that?
ever since yesterday, whenever I try to talk to anyone, they won't even look me in the eyes. I can only assume I've done something to offend them.
You're probably just imagining things or overthinking it.
I hope you're right.
Hey!
Well, sorry to interrupt you two, but we have an errand to run, so we'll be taking off. Breakfast is all done. I made eel and custard cream.
Wait, an errand? What?
Oh, I have a case. A case I need to solve as a detective.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'll be helping out. I'm the brilliant, talented assistant, the world's cutest detective after all. And I'm so charming, it's just bound to be a bestseller. Well then, we're off to investigate. Excuse us? Once we solve the case, we'll get everyone to get...
Ooh, okay. Hey, Kako, I believe in you. And you gotta admit, Ima, this new look ain't, it's growing on me. They really could be a dynamic duo.
I can see it now. A detective game. And a lovable mascot. Wait, that's just Raincoat. Friggin'.
With those mysterious words, Kako and Ima left.
Huh?
Just the two of us. What are they talking about? What do they mean by a case? Left behind, Nozomi and I finished our light breakfast without saying much. Seriously? Damn, there's only 10 days left. Our team is more disjointed than ever. Well, I get why everyone feels so lost. On top of being anxious about the impending attack, we were also told we'd die and we managed to survive the final battle. And no one from the satellite ever reached out. As if we'd been forsaken. Maybe they can't reach out?
Hey!
I don't know, for whatever reason. Something really has to change soon. We're screwed.
I can only make so many gifts. Confound it!
We can, however, make a Podion. I did get this unlocked, so why the heck not? Maybe we should spend the remaining material. Oh my god, getting more of the panacea. Your grades can go up to level 4. Oh my gosh. Currently, there's been no reason to do that. All around, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's there for reasons, but it's kind of weird, right? There's only so many ways to get that stat in the first place. Only Yugamu and Tsubasa give it. So why have that if, like, maybe you just really like Tsubasa in the early game. It's possible. Oh, I'm dumb as rocks. This has always been a thing. Huh. Okay. So 9,000. Man. I kind of want to get that. I think that's going to be our new goal. Yeah.
Have you been stalking me?
Hey, what? You didn't give me points. Hey! Hey, give my bag of
Hey,
crackback!
soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. The countdown begins. Just a bit longer until it's all over. I'm fully confident you'll pull through. But don't let your guard down now. The enemy is sure to attack us if their lives depend on it. So be sure to rest when you can. That's all, folks. Good night.
The announcement changed. As if it matters. He's right about the end coming soon. We're so close to being done. Will we get through this? We'll get through this, right? Right? In the end, I spent my 90th evening at the school doing almost nothing. I seriously, I'm trying to level up linguistics. Freaking, come on. Like, Wait, what? Oh, is that Nozomi?
Huh?
The outfit, what?
Taki,
oh, no.
you're awake.
No, that's Katawa's necktie.
Where am I?
Wait, what happened to him?
Is this a hospital room?
Taki, you've been asleep for so long. It's already been a week.
A week?
Yeah. When the alarm went off, you went down that manhole to
What?
take cover with me.
Oh my god.
When we got out, you got startled by a dog and missed your step. You fell down and hit your head, and you've been unconscious ever since.
Unconscious?
No.
Ever since?
No, come on. Why are we seeing this?
But thank goodness you're awake now.
Are these fake memories?
Welcome back, Taki.
So, it was all a dream? All of it?
A dream?
Yeah. I was having the weirdest dream. Someone took me to this strange school. Not here in the complex, but
Wait,
up on the surface.
so this isn't a memory.
I was forced to fight these freaky monsters.
I guess they've always just been dreams.
What?
Forget about it. I'm just glad it wasn't real. Right. It was all a dream. Oh, thank goodness for that. I am so relieved it was only a dream.
It's going to be okay, Taki. I don't know what happened, but I'm always by your side. You know that, right? Just like you always protect me. I'll be sure to protect you. Taki, I love you.
It was always just a simulation? You can't be serious.
Good. It's day 91 of you. 9. I hate so work well.
What else could we
I work to-
What else could we discern from that the way it cut off like that? These dreams. Maybe for some of us that don't have anything to fight for. I mean, we kind of called it.
It was all a dream trope, huh?
Yeah, but it's way worse. That wouldn't have been so bad.
This stupid school and our war against the invaders really was part of a dream. Can't be wasting my time on this nonsense. Someone there? Hello? Open the door, and it's Eito, looking rather serious.
Good morning, Takumi.
Huh?
Yo, what's happening? You haven't been coming to the cafeteria lately? You okay, man?
I'm fine. Thank you for thinking of me. You're such a nice guy, Takumi. Just too nice.
What are you talking about? What got into you all of a sudden?
I finally figured out the answer. I've made up my mind on what to do.
You have?
I was hoping we could all get together and discuss it. Could you come to the war room? I already spoke to the others.
Yeah, okay. Why in the war room?
Okay, see you there.
He didn't answer. Crud! With that, Eito was gone. He's made his mind up. It's a good opportunity for everyone to just talk about it, I guess. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Oh.
Nozomi in the cafeteria versus everyone else in the war room. I did see that missing fire extinguisher. Is that just because there's only one repaired? I forget. I feel like it's been a while since last time we were all here. What's the matter with everybody?
Okay, I'll report first. No contact from the artificial satellite as usual.
You're reporting? Oh god, now I'm scared.
I assumed any contact would come through to the war room, so I had Darumi stationed here the last few days.
I didn't know.
But there's no news to the masterminds. I bet they abandoned us because we never started killing each other. And they got bored and changed the channel.
They went to hear from the people in the complex, not these masterminds.
That doesn't change the fact we've been abandoned. That's not true. There's no way they'd abandon us. I told you, everyone's...
Give it up, Nozomi. I don't want to hear from you.
That's just cold. She clung to her this entire time. What's the matter, Kurara? Hold on. May I speak briefly first?
Eito raised his voice to cut through the chatter.
I've had a realization. I brought you all here to tell you about it.
Okay.
I've been thinking nonstop for the past few days about what's inside the defense room, about why the complex was evacuated, and why they haven't contacted us since. And in doing so, I became aware of a terrifying possibility.
Okay. Number two's figured it out. All right. Lay it on us. What do you mean? A possibility that is so terrifying, Eito?
According to what we were told in the beginning, what's being held inside the defense room is something to save humanity from world death. Right?
Indeed. That is what Nigo told us.
But the Supreme Commander of the Invaders called it a weapon of despair that will destroy everything.
Which one could it be?
Maybe it's both.
A thing to destroy the whole world?
The thing inside of the defense room represents hope for humanity and despair for the invaders. Could it be that it's a deadly weapon with the power to wipe out all the invaders on Earth?
Wipe them out?
Humanity intends to annihilate the invaders with that weapon to stop world death. World death is... will stop if we eliminate the invaders?
I don't see how that's correlated, but...
At the very least, I think that's what humanity believes to be true. Though I don't know why they think so. Wiping out all the invaders would mean... Naturally, all other life on the planet will be consumed as collateral damage. That's why humanity is taking shelter on the artificial satellite.
Yeah, I mean, wait, we don't have this figured out?
It's true that would prevent humanity from dying out, but we're still on Earth. Don't tell me they intend to sacrifice us, too.
Exactly. I think humanity's trying to wipe out all the invaders. Even if that means we get wiped out as well.
That would take care of all hemo anima as well. If we really are the only people that have it, and such a powerful weapon, is that a part of it too? We're gonna get wiped out as well.
No, that can't be.
Enough. You can't just shut up already.
But I'm the main character, I thought. That does indeed track with the enemy's Supreme Commander. Then even if we win this fight, we too will die in the end?
Exactly. It fits perfectly. That's why we were never told anything. My God. But then why did... No, hold on. Maybe Hideko didn't know either. She just wanted to kill more invaders. I don't know what kind of weapon is in that room, but it probably needs time to activate. 100 days to be exact. The plan would be to waste the invaders' attack during that time, so it requires someone to protect it. That's what we're here for. You're saying we've been risking everything to defend a weapon that's going to kill us? That was probably the plan from the start. This mission is predicated on our deaths.
We were destined to die on day 100 from the very start.
Quit screwing around! This is getting deranged.
Why do we have to die? We're not invaders!
Or are we? Oh my God. We already know they look like us.
We are humans, just like the people on the satellite.
What about the promise that we'd go home after 100 days? Was that just another lie?
Humanity's been lying to us all this time. A lie? That promise was a lie to make us fight. And the dreams, that could have been motivation to keep us, from surrendering. It's horrific, isn't it? We fought all this time, believing we'd get to go home one day. Everything on the satellite agreed to this. Mom, Dad, even Grandpa. That seems unfathomable to me. I think perhaps only the higher-ups knew about this. As to the residents of the TRC, they may think we're already dead.
Dead.
They'd like to try to contact us if they knew we were alive, especially our loved ones. It's all a giant conspiracy. That's true. If Katawa knew about such an inhuman operation, she wouldn't let it slide. There'd be hell to pay.
That's why no one has reached out. That's why I haven't heard from Leo.
Leo's a dog, man. How are they going to contact you? Well, forget that. That's why we weren't allowed to contact our families. To stop information about this mission leaking out. Then we really are on a death march.
Wait a minute. This is all speculation. There's no way it can be true. It's obviously the truth. Do you have any other explanation?
Oh, I don't know, Kurara.
We've been trying to think of a reason this whole time. We still don't know a thing. This is the most logical explanation. This is some gritty run luck.
I don't want to die in a place like this. Me neither. Fighting to live is one thing, but I cannot fight to die.
Can we do something? Is it really no way we can survive this?
Actually, there is a way.
We surrender.
What?
Yeah.
You mean we accept the enemies? Yeah, that sounds pretty good right about now.
Maybe it's time to end the fighting, just like the Supreme Commander said. There's no point continuing a fruitless war. Not while we know we're doomed to die, no matter how hard we try.
Is it really okay for us to back down? No, we can't do that. Why can't we, Nozomi? I'm sorry. I'm getting this kind of pissing me off too. What the frick? How do you write a game like this and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna die no matter what. Try again next time. That's bull crap. I am pissed. That's the big twist.
We don't have any other real choice. And I can't take it anymore. I can't keep fighting when I know that it will cost me my friends.
Eito. It's not like it really matters what happens to Earth. Humanity can live just fine on the artificial satellite, I guess. So long as everyone can keep living there, it's not so bad if we give up on this planet.
It might not be such a drastic change for the complex to simply go from underground to orbiting.
Perhaps living up there is actually surprisingly pleasant.
I hate the surface anyway. It's too bright. A dim, gloomy room's better for me.
That's right. What's the point of sacrificing ourselves, guys?
We're gonna get snuffed when we win. Guess we better to lose and live.
It's all over if we die. I won't be able to kill any more targets. I believe that we must live too. There's no need to consider self-sacrifice. I want all of you to live no matter what, because you all matter to me.
Dang, Ato. I mean, realistically,
If it comes down to life or death, then I don't want to die either. I fought all these days in order to protect Katawa back at the TRC. But if I die here, I can't go back to her ever. As long as I get to see her again, I don't need it to be on the Earth. Anywhere will do. Screw it, dude. Let's hear him out.
Everyone,
No!
we can't back down now.
Nozomi, come on. She spoke with a strained voice, as if struggling to resist the gloomy atmosphere. All of this is just speculation, right? We're just imagining that there's that kind of weapon in there. There's no guarantee we're going to die. The people of the complex wouldn't do something like that.
they did do human experimentations and force children to fight.
God, it really just comes down to, do you believe in the goodness of humanity or not? Or our selfishness? I believe in humanity. And I know humanity believes in us too.
So don't give in to this uneasiness. Don't give in to despair.
It's too late for that, bro. I'm scared of the attack of the Supreme Commander. But if we back down now, everything we've sacrificed will be for nothing. So what do you say we all work together and defend this school? Let's keep fighting to protect mankind. I might have known. Ato? You're going to try to make us fight no matter what. I always knew that was your role in this. My role? In that case, I'm not backing down either. For the sake of protecting my friends.
Ato, what's happening? What's wrong? What is going on here? Do we have to choose a side? Oh my god. Is this really going down? Ima, talk to me, homie. Thank you for your insight as always.
What's with everybody? You're all acting so strange.
Ato, don't do anything crazy now.
What do you mean? What's this about Nozomi's role? I wanted to think it was all a lie. But now it seems like it's has to be the truth. Nozomi, you've been lying to us, haven't you?
What? Hey, Ato, you better have some hard evidence.
Lying? What are you talking about? I never do that.
How dare you? We already know the truth about you.
The truth?
You're connected to Kamakura General Hospital. You're one of the responsible for making us fight here.
How did... Oh, no, I did not tell him, Nozomi.
Nozomi was clearly surprised that they all knew.
I wanted to know how they found out.
It's a shock. I never imagined Nozomi be from the same hospital that I dreamed of. You've been trying to fool us, haven't you? To make us fight here. No,
Don't bother with your excuses.
We're forced to undergo surgery at Kamakura for the source of our hemoanima, the cryptoglobin stuff.
How does he know about cryptoglobin?
This stinks. I can't believe they messed with her body and transfused us with all freaky powers. It isn't like way crazy. They never knew when we might start to experience rejection symptoms.
How on earth would Darumi know that?
in order to preserve us as their watchdog, somebody blended in with the rest of us. In other words, Nozomi, it was you. You're the mole. And the one who performed the transfusion on us was your mom. Unbelievable.
How would you know that? I didn't even know that.
You're one of them, aren't you, Nozomi? That's why you're trying to...
Kako, is this what you were investigating? No!
Wait, I'm not some watchdog, and my mom, she...
I told you we're not interested in your excuses. How dare you lie to us?
Kurara.
This is, I don't like, this is weird. How do they know? How? Lady Nozomi, why did you deceive us? I trusted you. Wait! Something's not right here. Some of your information is straight up wrong. I never heard anything about Nozomi's mom performing transfusions. Or how about her being assigned to observe us? Oh my god, you should not have said that, Takumi. There's something off about this whole thing. All of this information Nozomi divulged to me alone. So what does everyone else know about it?
Did you say something, Takumi? Did you tell them?
I would never dream of it. It wasn't me. I didn't tell anybody. It was supposed to be a secret between you and me.
Oh, you were keeping secrets. It's not very nice to keep secrets from your friends, Miss Sumino.
But I...
So Takumi's the reason we all knew about this. He must have spilled the beans to everyone.
I didn't, Terumi! I really didn't. You have to believe me. What the heck is going on? That whole conversation.
I want to keep everything I'm about to tell you secret from the others. At least until we make it a day 100.
Okay, yeah, totally understandable. That's why you want to meet in my room? You know, these walls are kind of thin, though. You sure?
It's just the two of us. We don't have to worry about anyone else overhearing.
But someone did overhear. But where'd they make up that other stuff? It happened when we were alone in my room. There's no way anyone else could have known about it unless...
If it got out to anyone, I'd really be the one to blame.
No, not this close to the finish line. Everybody, who told you about this? How did you find out?
Who? It circulated around from a few people.
A few?
It might have started with you, Mr. Sumino. It was originally a private conversation between you and Miss Kiji Fuji, right?
I told you, I didn't tell anybody!
I trusted you.
This is a load of crap. I'm actually like peeved. I really don't know anything about...
Everyone, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you.
Wait, she's taking the fall? My attempts to explain myself were drowned out by Nozomi's words to everybody. It's true. I was affiliated with Kamakura General Hospital. My mom worked there, okay? But I wasn't put there as a watchdog, and my mom wasn't the one who performed the transfusions on you. That's all wrong. I'm not trying to fool anybody. Please, just trust me on this one thing.
How could we possibly trust you? It's too late now.
Kurara,
You know, I despise liars. And people who hide things from me. Especially anyone who uses those tactics to get closer to people. And I find it truly embarrassing from the bottom of my heart that I ever was foolish enough to be taken in by your act. I thought we were friends.
I wish I didn't have to bring this up. I hate seeing us divided. And I'm sure you had your reasons, Nozomi.
Who cares about her freaking reasons, man? She lied to everybody.
I don't hate you, Lady Nozomi, but this is beyond the pale. Everyone leave Nozomi be. We have more important things to deal with. What really matters is what lies ahead. We need to decide what we should do next. You mean whether or not we're going to accept the enemy's offer? We do need to make up our minds soon.
Dude, how did they know? How? Is my room bugged? That's the only thing I can... We know a guy that can make a bug!
I need a second, bro. Oh, man! Honestly, though, I think Nozomi's just in a genuinely terrible situation. I think we do have the right answer. We're on a death march to kill these invaders, so eventually people in the satellite can rehabitate the planet. And even after all this self-sacrifice, that's just too cruel. I wanted to be anything else but that. But that's just...
Yeah!
For a decision of this magnitude, the only way to be fair is majority rule. As your commanding officer, I'll lead the vote.
You're not actually our commanding officer, though, brother.
All right, who's in favor of continuing to fight?
I genuinely don't know. We will die.
But for the sake of humanity, why can't we just work it out? I genuinely do want to talk to the commander. But at the rate things are going, are we even going to get that opportunity? Might be Kurara and then friggin' everything blows. Might be Shoma and friggin' everything blows up even faster. I don't know. All my thoughts jumbled up. I couldn't get myself to move fast enough. In the end, Nomi was the only one to put her hand up. No!
Just a liar, huh? I could have guessed that.
Stop it, dude. I can't handle.
You just need to shut up and stop sounding like a cornball. But if Kurara really isn't, if she is like a figment of our imagination, an AI or whatever, Nozomi's all we got, dude.
Then on the other side, who's in favor of letting us get out of here?
Everybody raised their hands, excluding Nozomi and myself. Takumi, what are you about, man? What about you?
I don't want us to die. I want to find a way to live. But something about the situation's all wrong. Why does everyone know something they shouldn't possibly know? And the truth's been twisted. Is this a trap? What? Just what is going on? Something's fishy.
Takuni, are you abstaining? He's been seduced by Nozomi. She got close to him from the very start with that intention.
That's bullcrap. Is that bullcrap? Why does she look just like... Oh my god, I don't know what to believe anymore. This is like master level gaslighting. Well, that's an easy decision. I don't even account. Good thing I don't have any, in that case... I was about to say he doesn't have fingers, but he totally has them right there. It's safe to conclude we'll be accepting the Supreme Council's proposal and hightailing it out of here.
Wait, please let me rethink one more time. Something isn't right.
I don't mind if you call me a liar, but you can't believe what the enemy is saying. They're trying to trick you. Give it a rest, Nozomi. We're not going to fight no matter how much you insist. I don't want to die a hero's death or whatever. I just want to survive and get back to my grandpa. But, no. Nozomi, making us fight might be your duty, so maybe you yourself can't defy the order. But we've already made our decision. How about you just give this up? It's not like that. Huh? Oh, Nozomi! She let out a pain whimper and collapsed. What is it?
Leave her alone. It's just another act.
It's not an act! Jesus Christ. I rushed over to Nozomi and peered in her face. She's going through symptoms again. No. Was it... At the top. Why now? I thought it was better. Come to think of it, she hasn't been looking so good the last few days. Her rejection symptoms are back. Nozomi, are you okay? I gently offered my hand. She was slumped on her knees, but... She ignored my hand, getting up on her own with a wobble. Sorry, I'm not feeling so great. I'll just be off to my room. This is too much, dude. I can't handle this.
Are these the rejection symptoms we heard so much about? Well, I guess they're real, and I should validate my opinion. Nozomi's gonna be okay, right?
This ain't the time to be worrying about her. Could end up like that any moment now.
She could just be faking it, right? Since she failed to persuade us, she's gonna try and use sympathy.
She wouldn't do that. You guys have it all wrong.
Hey!
And she's not some watchdog. Everything you guys said is different from what she told me. How did you find out? What do you mean it was circulating around a few people? What people? Eito! Who told you? I heard it from Shoma. From Shoma?
I heard it from Darumi. I heard it from Tsubasa. I heard it from Takamaru, but it was going around before then to then.
What are you talking about? Guess I heard it from Gaku. I don't really remember, though.
Yeah!
Kako and I heard it from Miss Magadori. I heard from Lady Kurara.
You know, I heard it first from Yukamu?
I guess I heard it from Tsubasa? This doesn't make sense. Everyone heard the story from someone else.
You don't think that's a little suspicious? So we don't know who it came from.
It was obviously you, Tackers. You let it slip and spread,
I told you, I'd never tell anyone.
But who else is there? Who would know about a private conversation in your room?
That's why I'm telling you something's wrong.
Who cares? I've heard enough about that vile girl to last a lifetime. Either way, I intend to survive this war. I couldn't bear dying in such an inexplicable, unreasonable place as this.
Yeah, screw fighting for a mission that requires us to die. We're going to the artificial satellite with everyone else.
Everybody has the right to live. We're humans, too. Well, besides me, I'm just an amoeba. Takumi, you don't have to worry. Nozomi's coming with us. We wouldn't just leave her behind. I'm sure if we go to the satellite, her symptoms can be cured. And we're not going to leave her to take all the blame for all this alone. We'll meet with the people who came up with this plan on the satellite. Question them about why they decided on such a cruel scheme.
People came up with it.
That big supreme monster is gonna keep its promise, right? Have to trust that it will. Carrying on this war will just lead to death on both sides, after all.
Ironic, isn't it? In the end, the only person who can bring ourselves to trust is the enemy we've been fighting all this time. That's how peace works. You lay out your hostilities on the table and decide to believe in one another. I don't remember how I got back in my room after that. By the time I realized why I was there, it can't be. It can't end this way. It's so dumb. That discussion was a secret between me and Nozomi. So how did everyone find out? Doesn't add up. Come on, look around your room or something. If we came to a conclusion together, is it really the right decision? Are we really okay with abandoning the fight at the school and running away after spending 90 days defending this? Either way, the decision's been made. That was the consensus. Guess that's all there is to it. Can't fight back. I mean, they were my allies. Okay, no weird dreams anymore, Jesus. I can't put the controller down, bro. What is gonna go down?
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! It's your 92nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Overcome these last few days with the teamwork you've cultivated with your allies here along the way! The goal is right. A new era will begin. Okay, let's get...
Starting a new era in history would be meaningless if we died, unable to see it. What does he mean by the teamwork we cultivated? If our teamwork was that good, we want to be in this mess. Where did things go so wrong to land us in this situation?
Woohoo, free time. I also freaking leveled up my stats and can't spend the coins. It's such a freaking slap in the face. Well said. What an uneventful day.
Another one? No, come on.
Come on. Don't cry. If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
Don't show me this again, dude.
My daddy's gone.
It's almost too, like, who would not be motivated
I'll never see him
to
again.
protect this girl, dude?
Karuha?
I mean, we didn't ask about anyone else's dreams. Then why was Shoma's like?
Don't cry anymore,
Because
okay?
he already had no motivation?
I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have to be sad.
You're too little, Taki.
Now they're just. Wait, is this not the first
maybe.
one? This is the first one,
I'm just glad you're okay.
right?
But,
Are they just repeating now?
okay.
There's no glitch on that one. That's right, I made a promise. To protect Katawa, no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Katawa safe, I have to keep fighting. Fight! 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 He's doing it again! Dump! What does that mean?